Rocking out that condo, my triple beam way more blow. 36 of that cocoa, 100 grams of that yayo. I rap about that street life, I muscle up with that act right. Everybody got a sack right, everybody on Mac type. Everybody got turned up in the club, dog, and they wanna fight. Everybody ain't rap right, everybody got stacks, I spit the truth up in the booth. Don't wanna listen to act like black spook, my neighborhood will snatch you. Mathematics will track you, stick you up like act punk. So I rolled out with that split pack, choco like Kit Kat. Now they really wanna murder me, cause I suppose like punks. Run up on me, I pop the trunk. Run up on me, catch a hot brunch. I'm the one like Darth Vader, I'm the black hope, so I got one. They pass judgment on lock, so I turned up and just popped one.
I got it right, so I'ma be what I wanna be. Y'all can't take it from me, ain't hold me, cause I gave my life.
Hey, keep
So
it.
y'all can do what y'all gotta do. I really ain't studying you. You can aim it to them, say what they say.
What's up, everyone? This is ATL Straight Talk, empowering the people, broadcasting live from WAEN FM Radio. I'm your girl, Lady D. We got a great show lined up for you today. We got some real special guests in the building. We're going to be talking to Todd Franklin here in a minute. And right now,
Todd Fred ain't.
Yeah.
That's what I call him.
What's up? What's up, Todd?
Ain't nothing, mama. We just chilling.
Okay. We're gonna go on right into the interview then, because Daddy O's supposed to be in the building, but I guess he'll be here shortly. We'll run back into him. We'll go back into his.
We go over what's going on in Atlanta.
All right. So
Got the Jazz.
Okay.
Got the Caribbean Fest this weekend.
Okay.
That's Lithonia turn up. All the Caribbean people out there. I think the whole city gonna be off the chain. You know, it's Memorial Day weekend. You got the Jazz Festival.
Oh
with
yeah,
Piedmont
that's
Park.
that Caribbean.
Make sure you check out Corey Henry and the Apostles this weekend too, man. That's a dope funk band. They on Sundays. They got a dope lineup on Sunday. If you get out there, I know how the weather's gonna be because you know it's supposed to be storming and all that, but it's gonna be off the chain. And then big up to all the island folk again. If you haven't been to the Caribbean Fest in years or whatever, Jamaica, Trinidad, you know what I'm saying, all my island people, St. Kitts, the whole nine, man, it's gonna be out there representing.
Right.
The food gonna be off the chain. You know, it's gonna be some lovely brothers and sisters out there. So, you know, that's a nice place to go for the weekend too.
Cool. So before we get started, I want to go around the room and let the all my peeps. I got a little entourage in here. All my peeps introduce themselves. That's what I want to hear.
It's deep and hot in here.
Yes.
very, very hot in here.
That's what you call some
We are
real
over
soul
the
right
We
there.
expanding.
All right. So we're gonna throw it to Rook.
What's going on? You got Rook in the building, live in the flesh.
Let's see it 2 times. My sister. Give my sister.
What's up, Keisha?
Yes, it's Keisha May. Keisha with a C.
All right.
Keisha with a C.
You can't leave.
I'm Tanya. I'm Lady D's assistant behind the scenes. Whatever she need, I always hook her up.
All right.
DJ Cashmere, Mrs. Lady D's co-host. Hopefully we're gonna be working together for a long time. One, you know what I'm saying, Cashmere Mobile Music in the building.
All right.
It's your boy Todd Franklin,
T-Dog.
a.k.a. T-Dog,
Drizzle.
a.k.a. Hezekiah Israel, a.k.a. the Black Ghost.
All right.
Fred ain't. That's what I call him.
All right. Before we go into the interview, we're gonna play a little bit of T Drizzle's music. Let y'all hear what he got out there.
Looking at my phone, ain't never scribble bitches call. Looking for that business, that baby back in the morning.
Westside nigga, Westside show.
They tried to turn me down in that bit, but they can't. 12 Fargo's mad as shit, they like he just broke the bank. Swipe the bank card on her head, that bitch a privately faint. Just a young west side nigga doing shit you can't fuck. Spit a Benjamin, no twin, and them in the motherfucking flat. Get swamped, spin this shit back 20 more times, ain't no thing. Go DJ, go DJ, hey, tell the DJ play this shit back, it's over. Okay. Bought myself a Uzi and my brother a 9.
I'm from that west side, shouted lost tribe, but you to my people Evo. Now that you know, give me my 40, my acres, a mule in the back of the boat. We killed this shit. That black on black trying to get a little bit. Rack on rack in the hood with the brick. Act like an ass point hat full of nigga. Oh, nothing, man. I live this shit. Put my time in, did my bit. Ain't gotta ride with the team in the clique. Ain't gotta die with the fruits and the chicks. Crunk in the club, get love from a bitch. Stack they fat like a lump in the grip. 4 deep in the car and the Chevy ain't shit. My nigga got plugged with the brick.
Your website, nigga. Your website, show. Your website, nigga.
What's happening, young pimpin'? You see, the old Benjamins, it's the new Todd Franklins.
I'm stacking Todd Franklins. Yeah, you know I do. My chain, my wrist, my shoe. My skin tight like black and blue. I ride out, slide out, back to the honeycomb hideout. Came from the wicked west side out. Got them Franks with niggas in a drought. I ain't playing, call me Lays, cause I stack chips. Sour cream or onion flavor, all type of dips. I stay away from salt cause cock block the whip. Frito-Lay pimpin' down with rose hips. I know she bad overseas charging me tips. She need them Todd Franklins when she tryna book a trip. I'm like inflation to them chickens when they tryna sip. I'm in her head all day, she thinking about a pimp. T-Dog, I transform from them Benjamins. Big faces like them Indians. I'm on course like the Dominicans. I'm stacking paper with no chasing, running like a flanker. See, I'm the one who reincarnated to Todd. Stacking Todd Franklins to Frank Mueller on my wrist. Stacking Todd Franklins and Dodge 2.6. Stacking Todd Franklins. I'm on gas with bad shit. Stacking Todd.
So yeah, T-Dog, I'm so glad to have you on the show today.
Thank you. I'm very appreciative.
Okay, so go ahead and tell us a little bit about T-Dog.
Oh my God. Let's see, where should I start? I'm an Atlanta native.
Okay.
ATL West Side, Perry Home Bank kid, etc.
So you a Grady baby, huh?
Grady baby.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. You got a lot of Grady babies in this building, baby. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, for our northern listeners, that means you're official if you're a Grady baby, man.
There you go.
It don't mean nothing.
You officially
Don't mean nothing.
Oh, you must
Dealing with
be
ATL
hospital.
Y'all crop along, baby. Okay, but the real G's, OGs is Grady babies.
Yeah, that's see, Grady.
Grady baby, 80 baby.
Don't mean nothing.
You see, Mom, I'm gonna explain the whole thing. Grady divides the east side from the west side. So most of the inner city youth have to go to the Grady Hospital because it sits in between the east side and the west side. That's what divides Atlanta.
Okay, but it's people. It's people that was born at Grady from all over.
Yeah, you're right. But the main people, because Grady is a charity hospital from the government for low income people, because they do research on people. And most of the people that's from the inner city and the poverty area goes to Grady.
Okay.
But it does other stuff than that now. It's the #1 trauma unit in the world.
Yes, I agree with that.
Believe it.
Yes. Okay, so what made you want to go into the music industry?
Growing up as a youth, I seen a lot of things. I grew up in the projects, and it was a lot of things going on that affected our lives.
What projects were that? Because I was around. I've been around since the projects was in Atlanta. They all gone away now. So it was Hollywood Court.
There you go.
Harris Home.
Right.
Harris Home.
I know about Harris.
Perry Home. Techwood Home.
Yeah.
Carver Home. Eagle Home. Herndon Home. Please don't leave Herndon Home out.
You remember Eagle Home?
Yes.
You got to remember Eagle Home.
Okay, so what projects were you from, T-Dog?
I'm from Perry Homes, 1197 Carey Drive.
Okay.
And
So you'll never forget it.
It was
Right.
it was a heck of a place to grow up because we also experienced high volume of black on black crime, all kinds of things going on that a kid has to endure growing up in the inner city. So as you get older and start learning, you do better when you know better. And
Right.
the thing is to speak out on it. That's the only way you can change it, is to speak out on it. And awareness to other people of what you're going through. And that was an avenue for me to express myself to the world on what I grew up in, because I knew it wasn't normal.
Gotcha.
And I lost a lot of childhood friends, and it affected my growing upness and childhood. And the only way for me to be complete is to get it out of my system.
Mm-hmm. And the way that you are getting it out is by being a lyricist, right?
That's it, a lyrical storyteller.
Okay.
To be exact.
Okay. So when did you become a lyricist?
I've been on this journey since 91.
Okay.
And it's been a long journey because I started back. I got, a lot of times I got discouraged. I had a lot of things going on in my family life that affected, distracted the craft.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to keep starting over and changing different people that I dealt with. And it's been a whole genre of things that affected me to become Todd Franklin.
Okay. Y'all got any questions for Todd?
Yeah, Todd. So I looked on your bio and I see you work with a lot of artists in the A, man. Can you tell us about some of the artists you've worked with and some of the projects you've been on?
Man, I worked with I was signed with Top 20 Records. I worked with Buck Powell. I worked with Sammy Sam, the Hitman.
The Hitman.
Yeah,
I know Sammy Sam.
Yeah, Miracle.
What's Sammy Sam at D-Day?
Call in, Sammy Sam. Here.
Sammy Sam, where you at?
They holler for you, Sam. They gonna put you out like that. I mean, I've learned a lot from these guys. I've worked with Mr. Big Time, Tom. He's a good friend of mine. Check my footwork. Young One, had a crazy encounter with him in the studio, putting that raw down, that heat. You know, he goes in, we goes in, and I'm talking about created a banger. Woo, this guy here was the truth. Worked with my brother, Treat Him Wrong. I learned a lot from him, being around, dealing with a lot of the crunk music that he specialized in. I've worked with, actually I started off being around Crisscross back at Greenbrier Mall. And we started in high school. We had what they call the Increase the Peace concert. Mm-hmm. And that was set up by a school counselor, you know, but I mean, I wasn't no peace rapper, but that was a way for me to go from doing, you know, the high school talent shows to the big stuff that's going on in the city, mm-hmm. where I could get some shine on. And it went from there. You know.
So you got like, what, 20 plus years in the game?
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, I've learned 20 plus years of
30 plus years.
Of growing.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm still growing.
Yeah.
And a lot of things I had to learn and critique, not only just my music skills, but my attitude.
Exactly.
And I'm a whole nother person.
So you've grown up as an artist then, for the most part.
Exactly.
How does that reflect in you have a new project out too, right?
Exactly.
Tell us a little bit about the new project and how you transition as an artist, from where you were, like you said, from the days of Crisscross and all of that, and being in your
to now,
to right now.
I mean, basically, just learning the business side and seeing things take place, and learning that I have to step my game up and my vocabulary, and also my subject matters, because trying to capture a lot of people's ear is not easy, and trying to specialize in getting a certain fan base, and not just one type of fan base, but everybody. So it makes you have to be creative, I have to be original, I have to stay true to myself, and don't follow the crowd, and learn how to become, get the message across that I'm trying to get, because I'm a storyteller. I'm not just a regular rapper. I'm a storyteller. I specialize in telling stories because, like I say, when I was growing up, people didn't want to listen to me. And sometimes, still to this day, they don't want to hear what I have to say because the truth hurts. And I'm all about the truth. I'm not a gimmick artist. I'm dealing with reality because of the suffering and the struggle that my people are enduring that's holding us back. So I'm telling it. I'm just speaking on it. I'm like the messenger of the street. I'm not religious at all. I'm just telling you from what I see, what I grew up in, and my experience to the youth, because they are the ones who really is going to end up carrying the torch. So my style is all of that in one genre, from being around different people that I grew up around, and in the studio with people, like Sam. I was in the studio with Raheem the Dream, dealing with my producer, Scott Robinson. Scott, he critiqued me a whole lot, growing up, learning how to perfect my craft to be ear-catching. And, I work with a lot of other guys. I want to give a shout-out to Freddie T. Freddie helped critique me. And Sammy Sam, like I say, he helped me to bring that arsenal out, specializing in just spitting that straight raw, and not caring how they feel, because they need to hear it. And understanding that, people not going to like you. Everybody is different. And just putting all of that in a nutshell to this day now is what made me Todd Franklin. And not just because my name Todd Franklin, but I'm also a child of the Most High Yah. And I like to put that in there also, because people don't understand, knowing who you are also give you that extra inside energy and power to step out there and go forward with what your dream is, and to put that it factor in there. You gotta know who you are. That's the foundation.
All right, so we're gonna tell us a little bit about this new single called "Wake Up."
Wake Up. Oh man, Wake Up is a conscious track that I did. It's telling the story about being conscious, and it's talking about current events. What's going on with the black on black crime, the cops. And for me, what I do, I don't like to tear it too long, because I don't like to lose nobody. So I just drop lines. I drop jewels on them and get out of there.
All right. So we're gonna let's say it take a. Can you play this song?
Should be in there.
So this portion of the show is brought to you by Cars a Lot, located in South Atlanta, providing auto sales, quality transportation to you and yours. So call Cars a Lot at 678-732-3589. That number again is 678-732-3589. Cars a Lot.
They full of lies, they in the sky, they wise guys out here. I run the yard out here. Ain't no love, ain't no fear. Just cracking black on black crime. I'm on the ground out here. Out here, you can't relate to the White House. 3 strikes out. Al Sharpton there crapped out. Running around with that black hoe. White cops shoot black folk. Black folk shoot black folk. Mad at me, what a big joke, cause I still rap it ain't
I
what
got it right, so I'ma be what I wanna be. Y'all can't take up for me, ain't hold me, cause I get my life.
Hey, baby, keep telling
Y'all can do what y'all gotta do. I really ain't studying you. You can hate me too. And you say what they say, get rid of that. And I'ma change the whole game, cause these streets be hungry. Oh, baby.
I'm bucking out that condo, my triple beam way more blow. 36 of that cocoa, 100 grams of that yayo. I rap about that street life. I muscle up with that act right. Everybody got a sack right. Everybody on Mac type. Everybody got turned up in the club, dog, and they want to fight. Everybody ain't rap right. Everybody got stacks, alright. I spit the truth up in the booth. Don't wanna listen to. Act like Black Spook. My neighborhood will snatch you. Mathematics will track you. Stick you up like Akron. So I rolled out with that split pack. Choco like.
I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there.
That chick, she eat my pocket tight. She tricking all through the night. They got her popping pills and spinning wheels. She busting checks and making deals. She my ride or die, I can't lie. She stacks up my people. He break up, break up, break up. Please don't burn me with that evil. He wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake my people. Break up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake my people. He break up, break up, break up. Please don't burn me with that evil. He wake up.
Y'all, we're gonna discuss the NFL player Reuben Foster's ex-girlfriend admitted to lying about domestic violence claims, and we just want to hear from our audience. If you guys will go ahead and call in to 404-474-0080 to chime in on this subject. So basically, she was angry because he broke up with her. So do you guys think that she should be prosecuted for lying on the NFL player? Yeah. So I want to go around the room and just get everybody comments. So we're gonna start with my partner in crime, Tanya.
Hello, everybody. What's up out there? Yes, I think she should definitely get prosecuted. And the reason I say that is because it's happening too much. And I'm for all women. I'm pro woman. Trust me. I love our black women. I love women. But when you go out there and you lie and you say somebody did something, 9 times out of 10, they're going to believe the woman. And then they're going to prosecute the man. And everything's going to, and the men are going to look bad. I mean, look at everything that's happening with Bill Cosby, all of that, how 20 years later they came out. They prosecuting this man without evidence of any, well, I mean, they got some evidence, but it's like 20 years later. So it's like what you say affects you. So to me, if she know that she lied on this guy and she's saying she lied, prosecute her.
Yeah, she
plain
lied.
and simple.
She
I'm
lied
sorry.
hard, like
yeah, exactly.
Hard.
Then she needs to go to jail, and that way, to me, I think that'll teach other women not to just be so quick to say, "Oh, I'm mad at him because he don't want to go with me," or we breaking up, so let me lie on him. Because it happens. You can get mad. You can have a scorned woman and you can get mad. So if you want to stop all of this, then you need to start somewhere by prosecuting. Start prosecuting these women for lying. And if you start lying, then you would think twice about, the next woman to think twice about, well, let me lie on him and say he raped me or say he did this and that. So that's my opinion on it.
Tanya, does that include lying about the baby being yours and all that stuff? Like I'm saying that in a general sense, because we starting to see, like you said, we starting to see a motivation of women feeling like, I'm saying, I can lie about this just because I'm hurt or because I'm, I'm mad. Right. And there's really no repercussions. Like I have a friend of mine who, didn't find out his baby wasn't his until he was 16. And he still had to pay child support and so forth and so on. Like, what are the repercussions all the way around, for women who lie? So
my thing with that's kind of like a whole different subject with the baby, because if you telling the child this is your father, and I have two opinions on this. Mm-hmm. One, the child growing up thinking this daddy is mine. Right. 2, y'all break up, he paying child support. If you realize the father's not yours, child support needs to stop. Period. Exactly. And then either you pay the money back, You know, and
There's
but
a moral part to that, and the financial.
And that's the financial part, right? And the moral part is this little kid growing up thinking this is my father.
And
you gonna hurt this?
That's his daughter and son too.
Or daughter and son. So it's like, how you gonna damage that kid and say this is not your son or your father or whatever like that? But as far as the child support goes, it needs to stop immediately and make them repay.
So let me say this because I want to make sure that we get a clear understanding of that whole NFL thing. She didn't just lie. What she said was they had a conversation. He tried to break up with her. And what happened was she said, you're not going to have a job tomorrow. Got on the phone, dialed 911.
Yeah, she need to go to jail.
And said, and hold on. What she said was he beat her. He punched her in the face 10 times, threw her down the steps.
She had to have some type of bruises or something.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Because, again, the victim... Now here's the thing.
Yeah, like they said earlier, they gonna always.
She get away with that.
She's a woman, yeah.
She's the victim. I mean, exactly.
She's like domestic violence. You can just.
I mean, they could have been like, well, where's your bruises at? And she could have bruised her own self up. I mean, women go to.
So she went
hell
down
knows
steps and
you
got
hit on the
punched.
head. Hell knows.
Yeah, that's a scorned woman because that's vindictive right there. That's very
vindictive. We're starting to
vindictive.
see a lot of that. We're starting to see a lot of that.
So if you stop it by letting her go to jail, then maybe it won't happen so often.
Right. Like somebody got to be admitted. So you're saying somebody got to be admitted?
Yeah, to me.
Yes, definitely.
Now, what I'd like to hear from, I want to hear from the young women.
Because we need to hear from the young.
How you feel about it?
Yeah.
That's true though.
We need to.
Yeah.
Come on, we need to hear from the young guns.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
That's Mike. Group had
It's like it's like they see like a conspiracy right there. You don't see it too much in interracial.
But it's an imbalance with a lot of things when it comes to men, like
and there's so many relationships I have now. What's the
child support or being able to have like what you guys talked about when I was in Baltimore. You guys were talking about co-parenting. I think it's just an imbalance when it comes to fathers who do want to, be good fathers to their kids.
But again, we run into that whole thing where women have. There are a lot of women. What I think is that it really is a double-edged sword. When I say that, I mean it cuts both ways because there are women out there who are victims of the domestic violence.
Right.
There are women who have been through some real, and it's a mockery to them that some women are able to lie about it. And then what happens is now we go with that whole, Peter and the Wolf thing. Like, we sit back and think, well, are you lying? We blame the victim. We put the victim to people who have actually been through circumstances. We look at them like, you don't have your mouth ain't split open, or you don't really have no bruises, or this and the third. So these women are really a threat to, like Tanya said, the whole positive women movement. That they don't care about that. They just hurt and they want to hurt back, and they end up not only hurting the man, but they messing up other women who have been through
it for real.
It's bigger than just that particular situation.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, she need to be held accountable.
Well, now what kind of
is that the consensus of the room?
What do you think?
What he would have got?
Exactly the same. It's the exact same. You got to in that sense though. Exactly, because you messing with. You messing with endorsements, you messing with money, everything. His brand, everything.
It's already hard enough to even get to the level he at.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, she need to get what he would have got.
And this is what we ain't understanding. Once you fall off wherever you at in life, once you fall off your high horse,
it's hard to come back. It's hard to come back.
You done. Like the money wise,
yeah,
real wise.
Look at all this. Look at Morgan Freeman. He lost visa. You know what I'm saying? He lost just off of accusation. He ain't been to trial.
I didn't even want to believe
somebody
that.
Just accused him of something prior, and He losing all of that. They just jumped this ship on him, and he's like you said, man, you never really gonna be game now.
This man played God. He played God.
How you accuse somebody of playing God?
How you gonna leave God out there like that, man?
Then they trying to crucify God.
But see, that's the point. Notice how every time something comes out, something that's like several copies of it.
Right.
So like with Bill Cosby, Morgan Freeman. So if you stop it at some point, like prosecuting this lady, then maybe at some point, everybody's just gonna keep either you gonna understand keeping yourself, or you gonna understand it's consensual, or you're gonna stop accusing and breaking other people down, because you may hurt people.
Exactly.
So when you hurt, you're gonna try to hurt somebody else, but you can't do that because it's consequences to it. Now you got everybody gonna start coming out of the woodwork. One school shooting happened, then you got 12 school shooting happened.
But then the thing
so
is,
it's like
people gotta be responsible for the role they play. That's what people ain't looking at. Like even if Cosby drops something in your drink, what you doing at his spot like that? What you doing at Mike Tyson hotel at 3 a.m? What you doing at Tupac's them hotel and he got 10 guys with him? What you doing now? They didn't put no.
So they putting themselves in a compromising situation.
Not saying they should got it.
Some women will be like, "Well, I shouldn't have to worry about it." They argue like,
I guess if I say,
still, if you don't know them and all that, you gotta worry about all that.
You know what I'm saying?
If you don't, I can see if this your. But still, I can see if this your exactly.
If it's 3 o'clock in the morning, ain't too much good going on in the morning.
Ain't nothing on TV at 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's just coming, but everybody don't got common sense.
Let me tell my fellas right now, I don't care if she come through at 6 o'clock in the evening, if she come through at 2 o'clock in the morning, you need to get consent. It needs to be like, yo, let
me tell you, if a guy calls me at 2-3 o'clock in the morning and say, "Hey, what you doing? Come over." If I go over there, I'm in my mind knowing what the hell I'm going over there for.
I just want to watch a movie. I don't want you. I just want to come.
So in my head, come on, let's be real. In our head, but let's be real. In our head, I'm on my way over there like, I know this nigga thing. I ain't finna just watch no movie, and I'm going over here too. Come on,
this the kicker though.
Let's be real.
This the kicker though. If he do just watch a movie and nothing happen, that's just a blessing.
Then that's cool. But you are
but
that's a good movie.
You know what?
But you waking me up to come over there at 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Like they ain't
That's a good movie. That's a good dude.
That's a good dude. And
but in the back of your mind, you
I want to hold you. All right, let's go there.
All right, this portion of the show.
This portion of the show is brought to you by Merchant Insurance Company located in Powder Springs, Georgia. Merchant Insurance has been serving the South Cobb area community and Metro Atlanta since 2003, providing auto, home, life, and health products along with renters insurance for as low as 15. I need to call these. $15 a month. Call Merchant Insurance at 770-755-1994. Again, 770-755-1994. For your free renters, you said free renters insurance and auto quotes today. Merchant Insurance is there when you need them most. I'm about to call.
Shout out to Merchant Insurance.
Get that renters insurance, baby.
Wake my people. Break up. Please don't burn me with that. I had to wake the up, come see the white man owning that BET. Yeah, I was on the hill, I was on eat. The music roll it down like a PhD. I can't get played cause I'm real to the street. Hip hop dead like a freedom to the beat. I'm a chef, but we don't own our beat. Got clock with the cold out piece. Like what? I put the rock on the street. Try to ball, but we ain't ball deep. I run these streets like a pimp out G. I earn that juice with the heat. Try to stick it in the ring contract. Black on black, try to hold me back. Like preach, I don't wanna preach on that. 40 acres and a mule, and I still got time. Gotta take my strap, jacket red in the form of tax, jacket my head in the form of rap. Left him dead with a head full of naps. wake my people. Break up, please don't burn me with that evil. Wake up, wake my people. Break up, please don't burn me with that evil. Back in the A now, everybody around here gay now. Gotta watch what he say now. Big brother, you can watch when you pray now. KKK on the way now. Ain't nothing any day now. I keep the AK play round. Black car, white car, lay down. Them all homeboys come around with the shit. Trying to get it all up in the mix. All about what's up, brother. How your mother, how your father. Come around trying to press this love. Come around here, gon' get duck. Remember how you played with your bread, what's up? Nothing dead in the streets, duck. Wake up, wake my people. Break up, please don't burn me with that evil. Wake up, wake my people. Break up, please don't burn me with that evil.
All right, we back on, y'all. So we got another little question for you guys. What y'all know about that polyamory relationship? Polyamory. Polyamory. Please explain.
Ain't that gift giving? Ain't that movie? Polyamory.
So basically, it's a relationship with more than two people.
You call that playing? You call that being a player, yo? That's the thing. Right.
It ain't no side chick.
This gonna be so contradicting. Last week we were talking about side chick was the worst thing ever.
Ain't that called a menage a trois? That's not.
No, I thought it was.
He talking about a Nicki Minaj.
That's a relationship more than one person at the same time.
I have friends that actually live like that. Like he real talk. He has two females that he lives with, and they cohabitate together.
But the female can have everybody cool with. The female can
now just look her here.
Right. Somebody get this. Somebody look at this. Would you look at this?
What's up, Daddy-O?
Daddy-O in the building.
Got a American flag
on right that bed. That's a bit right.
American flag now. You know, I'm ready. Nah, he you.
Pair of home. The pair of home. He just came and took over. But
all right, so we how you sound that? We on that polyamory relationship. Polyamory. So basically, I want to hear y'all thoughts on that. I want to hear, especially from the guys.
I don't think I can.
Be honest,
I can. That's
I'm gonna opt out.
He said
that's a headache. That's a headache.
Rook says a headache.
Full-fledged relationship with two women.
I'm opting out.
You know how much a headache one on gonna give you?
She can have two dudes too. Huh? I mean, she can have two dudes too. It don't stop.
Then we fight.
This shit don't stop.
So it's gonna be a fight somewhere.
When you say the relationship, is it a relationship and they live in the same household, or they just people who just meet up?
They got to understand. They got to understand that they gonna be
all live in the same.
You friends with benefits then? That's all it is.
That's like
put a name
on
Let's go around. That's what I'm putting the name on.
Remember that?
Oh yeah, kind of, but they wasn't in the relationship though. They was just roommates.
Yeah, but things going on.
You friends with benefits. That's all it is.
Remember the TV show Three's Company? The white
let's
guy
keep in mind that this is they actually. Now let me ask you this though: are they when you say we thinking about the sex part? I mean that's the first thing
that come to a man mind.
But let's think about.
I'm sorry.
Don't front now. Yeah,
don't act like women don't think about sex.
Let's not front coming through at 3:00 in the morning. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is what is the parameters of the actual relationship. Let's talk about like.
I don't think that relationship work. I don't think that relationship work with women.
Like, does that mean
really?
I can't?
Let's hear from Said. Go ahead.
Women, y'all emotional.
2 times.
Say it 2 times.
Women, y'all emotional beings.
Okay.
Super emotional.
That's true.
So you see your dude, he having a good time with
the other
one, but y'all branching out. You just branching. You not gonna go for it.
That's how it works. Like I thought it was just like you had to be with those.
You got 3 people. You got to
repeat those 2 people. Like if it's 2 guys,
and then it's so confusing these days.
I don't know. We just don't need somebody outside the box.
I got one question.
Yeah, somebody gonna be upset.
I got one question. The key is, what kind of relationship is with the 2 women? That's what's gonna spark it off.
Is this a full-fledged relationship, or y'all just
like not saying like they lesbian, but what are they interaction relationship with them being in the same household with one guy that they are both being intimate with? Because most of the times when you in a situation, even at the job, the friction be between the 2 women. So what kind of relationship they have? Like if they talking about it, if they cool with it,
they probably don't have to mesh very well.
If they taking turns,
have the same sign,
everything.
Polygamists. I mean, that's nothing new. Like polygamists have more than one wives. I mean, in Africa, it's as long as you, in most cultures outside of the U.S., as long as you can afford more than one wife, you can have more than one wife. So it's nothing. And then in fact, it's up to the number one wife to choose the next wife. So let's say, for instance, me and you are married, right? And you don't want to have any more kids, but we feel like we want to have more children. You could pick a younger wife that you feel like would be a good fit for us. That's not anything new. You know what I'm saying? That's not anything new.
This been going on.
So I mean, polygamy, they have
that's even
wives,
with husband and wife swinging. The wife go out and pick the.
Yeah, she could go out and pick. Because again, if I pick her, you might not get one. We all know how that works.
Yeah. So, Lady D, would you be in a?
We need to know.
I can't do no. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Check this out. That's really what makes it work.
I can't.
Because you gotta pick. You basically picking somebody who you can get along with in the household.
Right.
Plus, she gonna be with your man.
So you gotta be out grocery shopping and be like, boom, right to the right.
I'm selfish.
How society.
But see, we train like that. Keep that in mind. See, when you in Africa, you ain't trained like that. That's Americanism.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Like
that's Christianity.
Thank you, my brother. We brainwashed to be like that. Because remember Abraham and what her name, Sarah, and the Egyptian lady, Hagar. She was her.
Sounds from.
But she also got jealous.
Yeah.
Oh, that bro.
In the Bible, she got jealous. Remember what? Because she couldn't have a child.
Exactly.
She chose one to have one. The lady had the child. Can't think of the name. But Hagar, she started being hostile. She started being hostile towards her. And so, picking on her. And so it made the wife feel like, well, why did I pick you anyway now?
Yeah, polygamists had this show not too long ago where they showed how this guy had 3 separate wives, 3 different households, and he regulated them accordingly. Like he would spend time with each one of them, and this and that. I mean, that's what we call it, but it's polygamy. If you're gonna look at, you know what I'm saying, the whole big. But it's an honest relationship, and those people have chosen to be dedicated to the actual relationship and each other, right? You know what I'm saying. So if you have 3 other wives, they already, and there is always going to be. Because we're dealing with women, so there's always going to be some jealousy. There's always going to be where you like her better than me, even if you. But now, what you don't see is that most countries oppress women, where women can't have 3 men. You know what I'm saying?
No,
that's across. And we looking at the now. I'm saying they oppress women because spiritually, women sexually are way more of an energy than men could ever be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just energy-wise. So could you imagine if a woman like Cleopatra had different levels? You know what I'm saying? She had. So still learning.
Showing y'all how to do it right. All right, everybody. Daddy-O is in the building. He showed up. I'm glad you came. Glad to see you. Go ahead and get them what's going on in the A. What's going on in the A?
Well, Memorial Day weekend. Y'all talking about I should have been here a little earlier. We got some new people from we got the new Grady baby here.
Yeah, from the west side.
West side. Yeah. Memorial Day weekend. We're gonna celebrate.
You got you. You got to get home fit, bro.
We honoring.
Introduce yourself. I didn't catch your name.
She ought to do. I'm James Brown Jr.
Okay. There you go.
James Brown Jr.
Hey, we're gonna honor the fallen veterans this weekend, and I would like to all you triple colors. I got mine. As far as what's happening in the city, they got something going on with the park. You always come out of over that. There's little shit happening on Camera Road. What's that?
Hell no club.
What is the name of that club? We got the Jazz Festival. We got the Trout Fest too. Keisha don't probably know about that. Trout Fest.
East Lake.
I can say that.
I ain't got an East Lake.
You from the west side? West side.
Yeah, I was there.
Okay, T.I. T.I. got locked up a little bit, y'all. But that ain't what's happening in Atlanta. But we interested in what's going on with T.I. I ain't got a whole lot to say about what's going on. Y'all just get on out here and put your GPSs on, find out where you're going, and stay out my way, because a lot of y'all don't know where you're going. You can get some direction better than the GPS. You can call the show. And that's James Brown.
Drive,
and I can tell you how to get there. Better than the GPS.
James Brown GPS. Out coming soon.
Right.
All right, so that's Daddy-O, y'all. So basically, we got I'm going to a commercial break here.
No second, them bring out without no interruption. You see, of getting that sloppy toppy, baby girl, just watch it see. I like to pick you up and sweep you off your feet. I'm in that 96 Impala blowing on the tree. 285 ride and no interruption though. Cash rules everything around me. Money over every hoe. No, y'all boys can't see me. I'm in the bad lane. Y'all niggas wanna be me. I'm on the east side, chillin' with my cousin though. Y'all niggas wanna interrupt, we let them choppers go. I'm just coolin', I'm just chillin', if don't fuck with me. I got the whole SBMB in the club with me. Counting cash, yeah, that gotta be my destiny. Yeah, Harry.
Flat land, it just feel like Copperfield. You burning up, we turn it up. You popping up, I'm locked up. That shift kid got all gears. Assed out like the black Frank White. ATL shouted, west side. I'm ATL, that west side. Perry home, 1 minute died. Hollywood, that coast side. Third coat, my 4 ride. Bankhead, got plenty bank. Central Road, that bluff stank. Chapel Road, they owe the gold. West Lake, them junkies on. That overlook, that overlook. Flipper Temple, got fish hook. Amper Ridge, like Holly Ridge. They own the block like rich kids. I'm folding up, you folding up. Lights out, but you folding up. Keep the change, take the blame. Going home, they'll bust you up. Make a road, new cake sold. Down the block, might have some old. Church Street, new episode. Marketplace off Johnson Road. South Grand, they understand. Vulture Road and flat land. It just feel like Copperfield. You burning up, we turn it up. You popping up, I'm locked up. That shift kid got roll kids. Assed out like roll kids. Them candy and from high heels. Burn it up, turn it up. West side, we turned up. Old girl get crunk up. Like he's scored, we turned it up. You popping up, I'm locked up. That shift kid got roll kids. Assed out like roll kids. Them candy and from high heels. Burn it up, turn it up. West side, we turned up. Old girl get crunk up. Like he's scored, we turned it up. I break it down, they talk shit. They hang around, they ain't bought shit. From echelon got big funds, got Tommy guns, that raw shit. I'm ATL, raising hell, new face like that Netflix. I'm west side, I'm east side, that south side, I'm part-time. She prejudiced, no resident. Headstrong, got Jeffersons. Army Navy, Grady baby, say they made that sweet say. She burning up like cry girl, you shy girl, bye-bye girl. I'm gone home to get dumped on by Earl to Pearl, this tea world. Added up, them sun chips, no salt, no dip. Stacking cheese, big money grip. Her nickname, little pistol grip. She sipping good, took one sip. Great goose, that Belvedere, no bill. One shot, she burning up, we turn it up. You popping up, I'm slopped up. That shift kid got roll kills. Assed out like roll kills. Till candy yams on high heels. Burn it up, turn it up. West side, we turned up. No girl get crunk up like he's sworn. We turn it up. You popping up, I'm slopped up. That shift kid got roll kills. Assed out like roll kills. Till candy yams on high heels. Burn it up, turn it up. West side, we turned up. No girl get crunk up like he's sworn.
All right, we're back, y'all. We're gonna go into the little sports segment of the show.
Yeah, we got we got game 6 today. The Rockets versus the Golden State. She said you gotta watch the show. You got too late. Too late.
So what's going on? What's going on with the sports?
We got game 6. It's game 6. Yeah.
Game 6.
The Rockets and the Golden
Rockets
State.
and Warriors.
Okay.
And then we got Cavs and Boston game 7 tomorrow. 8:30. So who you got? Who y'all got? I got
the Warriors.
Houston lost Paul, man.
Rock. Yeah.
I got Boston tomorrow, yo.
Yeah, I got Boston tomorrow.
Anybody want they at home
Man,
too?
they gonna pull it out. I don't know. It's Brian though, man. It ain't no finals without Brian, man. Y'all already know how the league work, man. It's politics. You know how it works.
I believe in that too.
They gonna get more money with Brian in the finals than anybody else. I mean, I love to see Boston. I want Boston to win, but come on now.
You think it's politics behind it?
Man. You know it's politics. They've been baiting this Cavs and Warriors. They've been baiting this Cavs and Warriors for years, bro. 3 years straight. 3-4 years straight. That too.
Yeah, because what the point of him going and he ain't gonna win the shit? He ain't gonna win the shit.
They'll throw them a bomb so they can build it up and get over.
True.
Yeah. They can go either way. He gonna have to come with it. He gonna have to pull Jordan out next game.
Yeah, he is banged up. He tired.
That man got to score 40-something points for them, man.
Right.
He gonna have to.
But I got Boston and I got
Boston and the Warriors.
I bet it on the Rockets, but I don't know though.
They just lost Paul, man. That's a heavy blow to them.
Yeah.
Warriors at home. They gonna come out shooting.
Warriors if Stephanie get hot, like they did,
Steph get hot is over with. Him hitting threes is like somebody dunking on somebody.
Right, equivalent.
Over with.
Momentum.
Oh yeah,
he ain't playing. He ain't playing tomorrow tonight.
He ain't playing tonight.
Oh. They already ruled him out. So
they going to game.
And they at home. That's game 7 automatic.
They going to game Sunday. That's it, though. That's it, though.
Boston and Cleveland.
I'm going to Houston. I mean, I bet it with Houston, but I don't know. Houston. Yeah. It's gonna be 2 games 7. Yeah. But I don't know.
Stay right on Golden State till they lose.
All right, so
this was a hold on. I gotta put this
public service announcement.
This man popped up out the blue was a Golden State fan.
I follow KD. I liked him when he was at OKC. Listen. I like.
I've been with him. Back then, they didn't know me.
We're from point guard elite.
What? Oh, you gotta get hold on.
Listen. I like KD. I like KD.
So
but
who you with?
That's on with.
Okay.
That's on with.
That's
I mean, they supposed to beat the Warriors when he was with OKC. You up 3-1, bro. Nobody expecting them to come back. But I said if anybody could come back from 3-1, it would be Golden State. Yeah. If anybody can come back from 3-1 with Golden State, anybody. OKC had him the year before KD came to him. OKC had him 3-1. And I said if anybody can come back from 3-1, it'll be them. That's the year Clay Curry was like a robot there, yeah. Exactly. And I hate that people hate that team for signing KD. If you look at it, their team was built through the draft. Draymond was drafted, Clay was drafted, Steph was drafted. You had one big signing. That's it. One big signing. You can't get mad at them signing one superstar player. Exactly.
All right, y'all. That's our time. If you like the show, please share,
like, comment, all that.
Thank you for tuning in to ATL Straight Talk radio show, empowering the people, broadcasting live from WAEN FM radio. And I'll see you guys next week.
Peace. Don't stop. Get it. That's my boo, and I'm her boo. Hit the dance floor, I'ma look like you. Jose Gabbana, polo boots, new Cadillac with the Gucci in the roof. I'ma take flight like John Van shoes. That's that girl, stay hot like.